What is happening, nerds, and welcome back to Top 10 Nerd. Last time we saw you, we were breaking down some friendly fights between Wolverine and other superheroes. And by friendly fights, of course, I mean when Wolverine ripped himself out of the Hulk's stomach. That kind of stuff. So part 2, of course, was in order. Without further ado, I'm Taylor McWaters, and here are the top 10 most powerful superheroes who lost to Wolverine, part 2. Let's do it. Kicking off the list at number 10. Captain America. Wolverine Origins began back in 2006. It ran for 50 issues and it kicks off with Wolverine on a mountaintop with the Muramasa blade. Now he's had all these memories returned to him from the events of House of M, and now he wants a little payback on all those responsible for messing with his life. He took on Nuke in the Vietnam fields, and then in issue 4, Captain America joins the battle. They take turns bashing each other in, metal slashing around, they're just punching each other in the head. It's good fun. Cap gets the upper hand on Logan when he crushes the tendons in Wolverine's forearms, but a mighty kick to the hematoma lump on Steve's thigh buys Wolverine quite a bit of time to recover. Cap catches up and the fighting resumes, but Wolverine has the blade this time around, and an injured Captain America stands no chance. If it wasn't for the X-Men intervening at the last second, Cap would have lost a lot harder. And before we continue on with this list, if you want to go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, that would be awesome. You know it helps us out so much, and then in turn we can help you out and bring you that nerdy goodness. So hit that thumbs up, you guys are the best. Back to the list. Number 9, the Hulk. He's fought the green guy quite a few times, okay? And for this one, it's not really a fight per se. Savage Wolverine began back in March 2013 from Frank Cho. The series ran for 23 issues. Now when a S.H.I.E.L.D. geological department vessel with Shauna the She-Devil crashes onto the Forbidden Island, Wolverine wakes up now in Savage Land. His claws are immediately out, as they should be, and this comic wastes no time. A velociraptor attacks him right away. What a rude awakening. He saves a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, takes off a head or two, and then heads back to the ship. Shauna the She-Devil greets him with joy and then fills him in. She was assisting a team of surveyors in mapping out the western part of the Savage Land when all their gear went dark, just like that. Some machine in the land's center was creating a dampening field, so now they're all stuck there. Shauna gets killed, but later on resurrected by the Neanderthals. Wolverine continues to find this machine, but he has no idea that she came back to life. But when Shauna meets up with Amadeus Cho in issue 3, some new info comes to light. That machine is also powering the jail cell for a powerful ancient alien in the mountain. And Wolverine is about to shut it down. How lovely. He takes on some giant gorillas, and when he gets close to the machine, the Hulk shows up. They're about to talk it out when one of those giant gorillas returns and then bites the Hulk. They fight it out a bit, and then Wolverine jumps in and quickly ends the action with one swift shink to the brain. That ought to do it. Number 8, Cyclops. The X-Men Schism storyline from writer Jason Aaron comes a 5-part story that begins with Wolverine acting as Cyclops' bodyguard at an international arms control conference in Switzerland. Mid-speech, Kid Omega returns, and he makes everybody start spilling all their horrible, deep, dark secrets. Cyclops and Logan are immune to this because, you know, superpowers. Sentinels are soon deployed worldwide, and a new Black King of the Hellfire Club is elected, Cade Kilgore. Cade's first plan of attack is to surprise the X-Men at the opening of a mutant history museum, and then the world is chaos. The only mutant left standing is the young Ida Okonkwo. Wolverine tells her to run, but Cyclops argues for her to stay as she's the only one that could possibly save everybody there. Ida ends up taking out the Hellfire henchmen, she saves the people, but Cyclops and Wolverine are arguing over if this was the right call to make. As the Sentinel approaches Utopia, Logan is imploring Scott to join the other kids and leave the island, because he plans to blow it to smithereens. They're not seeing eye to visor, so Scott makes it personal to get Logan's attention. He says, out of the blue, "She never loved you, by the way. You always frightened her." Harsh words. So Wolverine snaps back, suggesting that if Jean Grey was there at that moment, she would be more afraid of Cyclops. Scott responds by blasting Wolverine's face pretty much off. Wolverine, sans face at this point, still is on top of Scott, laying into him. I would say this is a tie at this point, but seeing how they look after the X-Men save them, Scott's in much worse condition. That's why you don't melt off Logan's face, man. It doesn't end well. The guy can heal. Just stop. Number 7, Quicksilver. After Quicksilver took the keys out of Cyclops' ride in Ultimate X-Men issue 3, you would think he had successfully thwarted the X-Men. All he has to do now was evade a hefty optic blast and hit the road. That was no problem seeing how he's the fastest man on the planet, but being the fastest doesn't mean you always have the upper hand. Sometimes you have to be the smartest. Wolverine was waiting for this moment to surprise Pietro. Logan just stood there with his claws out, he stood perfectly still, and Quicksilver ran right into him. When he asked Wolverine what he was doing here, Wolverine responded, wouldn't you like to know? And then he slashed him down to the ground. And then Quicksilver wasn't seen for quite a bit. Number 6, Silver Surfer. The first time we see zombie Wolverine was in Ultimate Fantastic Four issue 22. He got bit by zombie Hawkeye and Captain America, so his healing factor wasn't enough to save the day. Now when the Silver Surfer came poking around, everybody wanted a piece. Literally, they were so hungry, and this guy was like the holy grail of snacks. Hulk took the first bite, and soon after, Logan and the rest of the team dug in. They all then got cosmic powers and a full belly. Nice. Logan's idea of peeling back the candy coating and getting into the tender morsels inside surely helped put the plan into motion. Also, number 5, Iron Fist. In New Avengers issue 15, a friendly bout between Iron Fist and Wolverine is underway. No claws, no fist, no problem. It's a fun training exercise. It draws readers' attention and even other heroes in the issue as well. Wolverine is encouraging Iron Fist to tap out, but it's no use. Wolverine knocks him straight to the ground, saying he was only at a 6 this entire time. Out of breath, Iron Fist replies that he too was only at a 3, so Out of breath, Iron Fist replies unconfidently that he too was only at a 3. Okay. I don't want to be around either of these guys when they're at a 1. No thanks. Number 4, Age of Apocalypse Cyclops. Doesn't matter which universe you're indulging in, odds are Wolverine and Cyclops will go at it at some point. In Age of Apocalypse, Earth 295, Cyclops was mad that Wolverine was trying to get his girlfriend. Classic bro stuff. Similar vibes to the Ultimate Universe, only this ends much worse for Scott. When Jean chose to be with Logan instead of Scott, and as if that wasn't already good enough for Wolverine, he decided to slash out one of Cyclops' eyes, truly leaving him a Cyclops. Nothing like having that reminder on your face. What a harsh way to get dumped. Number 3, Namor. Namor the Submariner, Volume 1, Issue 24, titled Green War, was written by John Byrne, and it features Namor returning to Earth to investigate a Hilrithri invasion, which was the sentient plant race. Now they got Wolverine and forced him to fight Namor. Even on page we're told Namor's strength is far greater than Wolverine's, but Logan has speed and therefore gets the upper hand. The fight was interrupted by the Sorcerer Master Khan, who took out the plant dudes and brought Wolverine back to normal. But if this had continued, Wolverine would have kept slashing and kept healing. No water guns would have helped you this time, Namor. Number 2, Ultimate Cyclops. Ultimate Wolverine gets pretty jealous, and he takes things to a new height, literally, when he discovers that Jean Grey truly loves Cyclops. So Logan, now there was a deep rift growing between the two of them. So Charles was like, hey, why don't the both of you just go to Savage Land, work your stuff out, have some bro time, maybe become best friends? I don't know. They did not work it out or become best friends at first. See, what initially happened was Wolverine let Cyclops fall to his death off a cliff just so he can get Jean back. That's like some Lion King teen drama stuff. That's wild. Cyclops survived and then exposed Wolverine to the crew and then made him feel horrible about what he'd done, even letting Logan stay on the team. What a weird punishment. So Wolverine ended up changing his ways and becoming a leader, eventually becoming a role model for the younger X-Men, being friends with Cyclops later on. All it took was letting him fall to his death first. That's it. And finally, number 1, Shang CHi. We're all counting down the days to see the newest MCU hero hit the big screen. Shang CHi was first introduced to readers back in 1973, Marvel Special Edition. Since then, he's earned himself a spot on the Avengers and of course has appeared in other comics from time to time, like in X-Men Volume 2, Issue 62, titled Games of Deceit and Death. The X-Men seek out the help of Shang CHi to take down Sebastian Shaw, but in comic book fashion, a little scuffle was to be had first. Wolverine compliments the punk on his first blow, even telling him that the first blood is his. But when you throw down with Wolverine, you throw down with the best there is. Wolverine has him pinned down and he's ready to finish off Shang CHi, but luckily Storm came in and just settled it. What an exciting way to meet the X-Men. Damn. Guys, thank you so much for sticking around. You guys rock. But before you go, drop some suggestions down below because we love hearing your ideas for future lists. And make sure those notifications are turned on because you might see a familiar title pop up in the near future. I've been your host, Taylor McWaters. Keep on being you, and we'll see you next time on Top 10 Nerd. See ya.